Everybody, Eric Hendrickson giving the Mortgage Minute for the week of June 30th. Well, what happened last week in the mortgage world? Well, a couple items. We had some Fed governors out doing speaking engagements, and they were actually talking about the openness to consider a rate cut as soon as July. That there's more data there that would support cutting rates. Again, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell had talked at the last Fed meeting that he really wanted to wait and see what potential impacts tariffs would have on inflation before making any kind of a rate cut. But we did have a big inflation report last Friday, the personal consumption expenditure, known as a PCE. It did come at very close to expectations, which was on a downward trend. Slight uptick in there from what the expectation was, and some argue that might be the first signs of tariff-related costs manifesting themselves. But again, very small amount. So again, that case is building to potentially cut rates. Looking at it this week, what are the factors that are out there? Obviously, the ongoing discussions over the big, beautiful bill, Trump's big budget bill. It was in the Senate. Looks like it's pretty close to being passed there. It will go back to the House to be reconciled. So still a lot of debate going on. Arguments over what will this add to the deficit. Some claim that's the negative impacts overstated because they're not factoring in the economic lift from potential passing of the additional tax cuts as well. So we'll see on that, but really the big economic report is a jobs report. Comes out a day early on Thursday because of the 4th of July holiday. If you do see a weaker number overall in jobs, that will be very supportive of cuts sooner rather than later by the Fed. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Traders will be out on vacation, so it might be a little extra volatile this week. Fingers crossed that we see reasonable numbers there. We don't want to root for massive job layoffs, but a little bit of moderation certainly is helpful in the hopes of lower mortgage rates. So that's our update for this week. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Have a safe holiday, and we'll see you next week.